Tired of wasting precious time searching through cluttered pantries and disorganized drawers just to find what you need? I've identified the 5 label makers that will truly transform your home organization game. Our extensive testing process, which includes real-world labeling projects and durability trials across different surfaces, has revealed exactly what makes these label makers worth your investment. Each one has unique features that could be perfect for your specific organizing needs. So make sure to watch the complete list. You'll find all the links with the best updated prices in the description. Here we go. Starting off, we have the DYMO LabelManager 280. And what caught my attention was how they've made this thing genuinely portable. With its rechargeable battery, you're not dealing with constantly buying new batteries or being tethered to a wall outlet. The QWERTY keyboard layout makes typing feel natural if you're used to computers. Additionally, those one-touch formatting buttons save you from digging through menus. Every time you want to bold something or change the text size, what's even better is the computer connectivity. You can plug this into your PC or Mac and access way more fonts and graphics than what's built into the device itself. During my testing, I found the variety of customization options impressive. You've got over 200 symbols and clip art options, plus multiple ways to format your text. The device works with 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and 1/2 inch tape widths, so you can match the label size to whatever you're organizing. However, keep in mind that you'll need to stick with DYMO's D1 tape cartridges, which means you're locked into their ecosystem for replacements. What really convinced me was the combination of portability and that computer connection. You can create detailed labels at your desk, then walk around your house, actually applying them without dragging cables along. You'll find the link in the description. Next up is the Brother P Touch PTM95, and what caught my attention was how they've designed this for people who want straightforward labeling without getting overwhelmed by complicated features. The QWERTY keyboard layout makes typing feel completely natural, just like you're used to on your computer or phone. Additionally, that preview screen lets you see exactly what your label will look like before you print it, which saves both tape and those frustrating moments when you realize you've made a typo. What I noticed during my testing is the impressive variety of customization options available. You get 9 different type styles and 8 decorative patterns, so your labels can actually match whatever organizational system you're building around your house. The device handles both 9mm and 12mm M-series tapes, giving you real flexibility for different sized items and applications. The portability aspect really stands out here. Since it runs on batteries with an intelligent auto power-off function, you can walk around your entire house labeling everything without being tethered to wall outlets or extension cords. I found this particularly useful when organizing storage bins in the basement or labeling shelves way up in the garage. However, keep in mind that you'll be working exclusively with Brothers M-series tape cartridges. This means you're committed to their specific tape ecosystem for all future replacements. What's nice, though, is that those dedicated function keys really streamline the whole label creation process once you get familiar with the basic layout. What really convinced me was this combination of genuine simplicity and practical versatility. The preview screen eliminates all the guesswork, and the battery operation means you're never hunting around for available power outlets while you're in the middle of an organizing project. One consideration is that this doesn't offer any computer or smartphone connectivity, so you're working directly with the device itself for everything. But honestly, for straightforward home organization tasks, that simplicity can actually be a real advantage. You'll find the link in the description. Next up is the Phomemo D30, and what caught my attention was how they've completely embraced smartphone integration with their Bluetooth connectivity and Printmaster app. The thermal printing technology means you're never dealing with ink cartridges or messy refills. Additionally, having 3 different label rolls included right in the starter kit gives you immediate variety without needing to order additional supplies. What's even better is how the app interface makes designing labels feel more like using any other smartphone app you're already comfortable with. During my testing, I found the customization options surprisingly robust. Through the smartphone connection, you've got access to various fonts, symbols, and icons right from your phone, which feels much more intuitive than navigating tiny device buttons like we saw with previous models. The labels themselves are genuinely water-resistant and designed to remove cleanly without leaving any sticky residue behind. The versatility really stands out here. You can create everything from simple text labels to more decorative ones with patterns and graphics, all from your phone's screen. I found the Bluetooth connection stayed stable during my testing, and the printing speed was consistently quick. However, keep in mind that you're completely dependent on your smartphone and the Printmaster app for operation. Unlike the standalone models we looked at earlier that had their own keyboards and screens, this one requires your phone to be connected and the app to be working properly. What I noticed is that while this creates more design flexibility, it also means you can't quickly print a label if your phone battery dies or you're having connectivity issues. The portability factor really shines here, though. Since it's thermal printing, the device itself can be incredibly compact and lightweight. I found this particularly useful when moving between different rooms during organizing sessions. Since you're not dealing with the bulk of traditional keyboards or large displays, what really convinced me was the combination of modern smartphone integration with the practical benefits of thermal printing. The app gives you way more creative control than physical buttons ever could, and having those starter roles included means you can start organizing immediately. One consideration is that you're locked into the Printmaster app ecosystem, and if you prefer the independence of standalone devices, this approach might feel limiting. You'll find the link in the description. Next up is the NIIMBOT B1, and what caught my attention was how they've made thermal printing feel genuinely accessible through their smartphone app integration. The Bluetooth connectivity works seamlessly with both iOS and Android devices through the dedicated NIIMBOT app. Additionally, that automatic label size detection eliminates all the guesswork that can frustrate you with other models. What's even better is having over 30 fonts, 100 borders, and 1,500 symbols available right from your phone screen. During my testing, I found the thermal printing technology really delivers on its promise. You're never dealing with messy ink cartridges or expensive refills like traditional label makers require. The rechargeable battery includes a smart auto shutoff feature that kicks in after 15 minutes of inactivity, which helps preserve battery life during longer organizing sessions. What I noticed is the app interface feels more intuitive than what we saw with the previous thermal model. You can save label templates for quick reprinting, and the customization options are surprisingly robust for text size, style, and formatting. The included 2x1.18-inch white label rolls give you immediate variety to start your projects right out of the box. The compact ABS plastic construction makes this genuinely portable. I found myself carrying it between different rooms without any hassle, and the wireless Bluetooth connection stayed stable throughout my testing. The setup process is straightforward too. Just download the app, select the B1 model, and connect. However, keep in mind that you're completely dependent on the smartphone app for operation. Unlike the standalone models we looked at earlier that had their own keyboards and displays, this requires your phone to be connected and the app functioning properly. Also, it specifically doesn't work with tablets, so you're limited to smartphone connectivity only. What really convinced me was the combination of thermal printing reliability with modern app integration. The automatic label detection and template saving features genuinely streamline the whole labeling process, making it feel effortless once you get started. One consideration is that if you prefer the independence of standalone devices with physical keyboards, this smartphone-dependent approach might feel limiting for your workflow. You'll find the link in the description. Before we reveal our number one, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. And finally, number one, the DYMO LetraTag 100H. And what convinced me this deserves the top spot was how they've perfected the balance between simplicity and genuine functionality. The graphical preview display eliminates all the guesswork that frustrated me with basic models. You can see exactly what your label will look like before printing, which saves both tape and those annoying moments when you realize there's a typo. Additionally, having 5 font sizes, 7 print styles, and 8 different box options gives you real customization flexibility without overwhelming complexity. What I noticed during my testing is how naturally portable this feels. Unlike the smartphone-dependent models we looked at earlier that require app connections, or the bulkier, computer-connected versions, this just works independently wherever you need it. The auto-off feature genuinely extends battery life, so you're not constantly replacing batteries during longer organizing sessions. The 3 included label tapes get you started immediately. With variety, you've got paper, clear plastic, and white plastic options right in the box. I found this particularly useful because you can match the tape type to whatever you're labeling, whether it's file folders or clear storage containers. During use, the device feels solid and well built in your hands. The button layout is intuitive, and creating labels becomes second nature quickly. What's impressive is how this manages to offer genuine customization options while maintaining that pick-up and use simplicity that makes labeling feel effortless rather than like a technical project. However, keep in mind that you're working with DYMO's LetraTag tape ecosystem, so future replacements need to be their specific format. Also, this doesn't offer the smartphone connectivity or computer integration that some of the previous models provided. What really convinced me was this combination of reliability and immediate usability. You're never dependent on apps working properly or connectivity staying stable. It just prints consistent, clear labels whenever you need them. You'll find the link in the description. Now you know exactly which label maker will end your organization frustrations without falling into expensive mistakes or buying devices that sit unused. All the links with current prices and detailed specs are in the description. Check them out because Amazon deals change constantly.